Today we have a very special reading for you. On the third day, there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and it came to pass that all the wine was drunk. And the mother of Jesus said unto the Lord, They have no more wine. And Jesus said unto the servants, Fill 6 pots with water. And they did so. And when the steward of the feast did taste of the water, it had turned to wine. And they knew not from whence it had came. But the servants did, and they applauded loudly in the kitchen. And they said unto the Lord, How the hell did you do that? And inquired of him, Do you do children's parties? And the Lord said, No. But the servants did press him, saying, Go on, give us another one. And so he brought forth a carrot. And he said, Behold this, for it is a carrot. And all about him knew it was so, for it was orange, with a green top. And he did place a large red cloth over the carrot, and removed it. And lo, he held in his hand a white rabbit. And all were amazed, and they said, This guy is really good. He should go professional. And they brought him on a stretcher, a man who was sick of a palsy. And they cried unto him, Maestro, this man is sick of a palsy. To which the Lord said, If I had to spend my whole life on a stretcher, I'd be pretty sick of a palsy too. And they were filled with joy and cried out, Lord, thy one-liners are as good as thy tricks. Thou art indeed an all-round family entertainer. And there came unto him a woman called Mary, who had seen the Lord and believed. And Jesus said unto her, Put on a tutu and lie down in this box. And he took forth a sword and cleft her in twain. And there was much wailing and gnashing of teeth. But Jesus said, O ye of little faith. And he threw open the box, and lo, Mary was whole. And the crowd went absolutely bananas. And Jesus and Mary took a big bow, and he said to her, From now on, you shall be called Sharon. For that is a good name for an assistant. And the people said unto him, We have never seen anything like this. You should be wasting your time in a one-camel town like Cana. You should be playing with big arenas in Jerusalem. And Jesus did hearken unto their words, and he did go into Jerusalem. And he did his full act before the scribes and the Pharisees and the Romans. But alas, it did not please them in their hearts. In fact, they absolutely crucified him. Here ends the lesson. Everybody calm down, please. Calm down, boys. Thank you. Now, if you'd like to answer when I call your names. Anus. Arse bandit. Bottom. Clitoris. Where are you, clitoris? Doo-doo. Enema. Fist up. Come on, grow up, please, boys. Genital. Oh, I'm sorry. Genital. Herpes. Still with us, I see. Right. I'm a dick. I'm a dick. Enema, you know I'm a dick, don't you? Very well. Ejaculation. My prick. Has anybody seen my prick? Come on, somebody must have seen my prick. Very well. Remind me to give my prick a bit of a beating later on. Nice and quick. On top. Cube. Ah, my prick. So good of you to join us at last. If you'd just like to take a seat and bottom, squeeze my prick in somewhere. Thank you. Rigid. Our Russian exchange student, suck me up. Tight fit. A Bjorsh. Vulva. Your prick. And zipper. Zipper? Absent. Right, excellent. Now, boys, I have been given a note by the headmaster this morning. He tells me there have been some disgusting doodlings on the walls of the lavatories. Sit up straight on top. Thank you. Now, one or two unpleasant health magazines have been found. If you fall asleep on top, I shall be very annoyed. Right, one or two unpleasant health magazines have been found. Mr. Hardon tells me there's been a great deal of sniggering in his biology class. Tight fit, for heaven's sake, leave your prick alone. I don't care if your prick is in your desk. He has no business being there. I will not put up with this kind of behaviour, boys. And neither, must I remind you, will Mr. Grip Big Hardcock. This is the school for sons of gentlemen, and the fear is that you shall become such things yourself. That is, with the exception of Genital, who seems to be turning into a ferret. Anyway, so there will be an end to this second form of toilet humour, which you people have derived your school life on. Now, I'm going back to the headmaster's office to have a word with him, and if I come back and catch herpes in the hallway again like the headmaster did yesterday, there will be trouble.
Good evening, and welcome to the New College Stamford Theatre. For this, the second part of our course on elementary dating for men. May I say how pleased I am with tonight's turnout, some 20 to 30 people, which is very gratifying. Tonight, we look at the first date. Obviously, taking out a girl for the first time is a very complex issue. The first crucial step, having arranged to pick up your date, is not to look like a complete idiot when she first opens the door. Best to look as if your attention has been momentarily distracted. But when you do notice her, it is vital to say how pretty she is looking straight away. But don't overdo it. If at this point you are introduced to her parents, attitude is all important. You can be too casual, but you can be too keen. When you have said goodbye to the parents, again, don't overdo it. Lead her to your car. And remember to open the door. Once in the car, there are various ways of driving. If you drive like this, you might lose her respect. If you drive like this, you should have taken a taxi. Before long, you will arrive at the restaurant. Get out of the car and escort her to your table. Then tuck her into her seat yourself. And attract the waiter's attention.
Oi!
Selecting from the wine list is important. Complete ignorance is not good. When the bottle arrives, there's much to be made in the tasting of it, but don't be too professional. With eating, again, moderation is the order of the day. Don't eat too fast. But don't eat too slowly. Next is receiving the bill. This is a very important moment. You must be sure not to lose your cool. This is right. This is wrong. The girl may of course offer to pay herself, in which case you should refuse. For a while. Next stop is a fashionable discotheque. Once inside, you might look slightly strange if you try and talk over the music. So just stand casually and look sexy. This is good. This is better. This is starting to be misguided. After stance, dance technique is most important. Most people don't know how to dance and so do too much. Others do too little. Some people dance as if there's something up their bottom. And other people dance as if there's something coming out of their bottom. When all's said and done, it's best probably not to dance at all. A well-mimed sporting injury is always useful and a good excuse for leaving the discotheque. If you don't utterly foul it up, 20 minutes later you should be back at your place. It's important to relax and make your guest feel at home. She will probably feel as nervous as you do, and there's no need to make any extra special effort. Then putting on the music. We can't help you with a choice of CD, even though no matter what the circumstances, Justin Bieber's greatest hits would be a mistake. At all costs, avoid the temptation to brag about your stereo. Now comes the moment you've been waiting for. The seduction. This is the subject of next week's lecture. However, as a rough guide, this is right. And this is, as I think you'll agree, disastrous. And now, in the latest of our series, A Day in the Life, we present A Day in the Life of the Invisible Man. Every morning, I go to work by subway. Very soon, however, I get bored and decide to start annoying other passengers. I usually select the most respectable looking person I can find and blow gently into his left ear. Then into his right ear. Then perhaps down the back of his neck. It's about this time that the man thinks that I'm a draft. But not for long. For I soon stick 2 fingers up his nose. Higher and higher, removing them just before he sneezes. Then I start to manipulate some other limbs. Now I leave him alone for about 10 seconds. And when he's at his most vulnerable, I kick him in the groin. Ah! Ah! And steal his seat. Ow!
Everybody! Nice to see you all. Now, as the more perceptive of you might have noticed, this is hell, and I am the devil. But you can call me Toby. Like to keep things informal around here, as well as infernal. Joke we like to use around here. But anyway, you're all going to be here for eternity. Ooh, which I hardly need to tell you is a heck of a long time. But for now, I'm going to split you all into groups. Would you please stop screaming? Thank you. Excellent. Now, murderers, you'd like to come over here, please? Thank you. Looters and pillagers. Ah, there you are over here. Thank you very much. Thieves, you're with them as well, and lawyers. Nice. Okay, fornicators, if you could step forward. Oh my God, there are a lot of you, aren't there? Well, don't worry, we'll just split you into 2 groups. Adulterers and the rest, over there. Male adulterers, if you could just form a line over there by that small guillotine. Thank you. Let's see, the French, are you here? Excellent, if you'd like to stand over there by the Germans, I'm sure you'll have plenty to talk about. One Direction, are you here? Yes, if you'd like to stand over with the Germans as well. If you'd like to stand by Hitler, actually. I think he's going to make you his little bitches. Oh, you're a naughty one. I hope you like leather. Okay, who else do we need? Atheists! Atheists, are you here? Ah, there you are. There you are, some over there. If you'd like to come over here. I bet you're feeling like a right bunch of nitwits, aren't you? Oh, well, better luck next time. And finally, Christians. Christians, are you here? Actually, if you'd like to all come and stand just behind me. Yes, I'm afraid the Jews were right. Okay, I think that's everybody. So, any questions at all? You? No, I'm afraid we don't have any toilets. But if you read your Bible, you'd have noticed it's damnation without relief. So, if you didn't go to the toilet before your game, you're not going to enjoy yourself very much. But then again, guys, that's the idea of this place. So anyway, I'll leave it over to you, Adolf, and I'll see you all later at the barbecue. Bye.